Guess you have to review Josh's comic.
Oh, God. I was gonna do that anyway, you jerk!
I know.
Give me a break, a little escape. I am so tired of being me. I wanna be free, I wanna be new and different. Anything I'm not.
So today... So today I'm not looking at a manga, I'm looking at a webcomic. And full disclosure, it is drawn by a friend of mine. So yeah, I am throwing him some spotlight, but I also genuinely enjoy this comic about a wrestling grandmother.
Grandma Muscle takes place in the fictionalized WWL Wrestling League. After observing Millie Jordan defend the title with almost zero flair and heaps of disdain for every other human being in the ring, Lucy V decides she needs to be taken down a peg. Maybe it's out of concern about the disrespect her grandchildren are showing, maybe it's about love of the sport. Regardless, she pulls out some old spandex and knits herself a new outfit and challenges the world champion.
So the WWL appears to be set in an alternate universe where wrestling moves are actually real and not just a big masculine ballet. But you also still have gimmick characters like a magician, a lumberjane, and a punk rocker. And before I go any further, I do have to address the art.
Look, it's amateur. It's an amateur-made comic. I've certainly read comics with uglier art, but it's definitely the least professional looking. Josh is not a professional, this is what you get. The actual composition is solid, even with the anemic backgrounds. The panel flow stops you from getting too lost. I know it's hard to appreciate for most people, but as someone who reads tons of comic and manga, strong fundamentals are more important than artistic skill. Grandma Muscle starts its tale with a nice slow startup, with the children getting hyped for the upcoming match and Grandma doing some shopping. She even has coupons. She has to cook the chocolate cake before the match starts. The headline match is between No Gimmick Millie and a motherfucking wizard! This lady not only brought sleeve pigeons into this match, but is capable of disappearing into a puff of smoke in a packed stadium. That's now you see me levels of bullshit magic.
Grandma Muscle wisely takes liberties with what's actually allowed in a wrestling match. If this kind of shit was allowed in real life wrestling, I might actually watch it.
Unfortunately, the Alaka Slam isn't enough to finish off Millie, and she takes out Joan of the Arcane with a straight kick to the face. Snore! But apparently the Muppet babies love it. They get picked up by their mother while Grandma sits in silent reflection. Oh, what's this? Grandma has a box of spandex in the closet? Well, thank goodness for that. If she had tried wrestling not in a homemade spandex suit, this comic might have gotten silly. Then she busts into the WWL offices and demands a match with Millie Jordan. And, look, I know I defended the art already, but these hands look awful. It's like she's got walkie-talkies next to her hips.
Breaker, this is left hip, coming right hip, over. This is right hip, what's the scoop, good buddy? Looks like we got some wooden steps up ahead, probably gonna put some extra strain on you. Copy that, good buddy. 10-4.
So, Grandma's got herself a match, because her little anti-Millie tirade got uploaded to YouTube while she was making it. So, now she's good publicity.
And it doesn't hurt that one of the upcoming matches had an injury, so Grandma Muscle immediately volunteers to fight Joan of the Arcane, and yada yada yada, she beats Joan, moves on to Millie, and gets her ass beat.
Oh, and, spoilers, I guess. Look, there's only 5 issues, chapters, whatever, of this available right now, and obviously Grandma ain't gonna beat Millie on her first go. It's a standard shonen plot arc. You get your ass kicked by the final boss early on, and then you go off on a training montage, ladder climbing arc, whatever, so you can come back and try again. It actually reminds me a lot of Crossover.
There's not a lot right now for me to chew on, since there's only 5 chapters, and that would just be me reading the whole thing to you if I tried to review it properly. And you're big people who can read for themselves, so I won't patronize you. Grandma Muscle has the bones of a solid action shonen piece with good humor, but it's all American in its conception, and I can personally vouch for the wrestling cred of the creator. He did commentate the WWE Furry Championship.
Awarded that prestigious championship. You are the inaugural champion. You will be going down in history. How do you feel?
Yif.
I already said I'd review it, you jerk! Ah!